So I've been diagnosed with 2 chronic illnesses in the past, like 9 months ago, probably. And oh boy, it's not fun. It's not fun. It's not fun, but it's fine. Every day is different. Every day I don't know what to expect. I mean, during flare-ups, I am pretty much bedridden. It's like I'm allergic to gravity. POTS syndrome is one of the things that I struggle with. I've been diagnosed with. Oh my goodness. For the past 9 months, I've been letting my illnesses dictate my life. I've been letting them limit me. And I don't need to let them limit me. I love filming YouTube videos so much. I love speaking to you guys and sharing whatever it is that I have to share so much. And I haven't been filming because I have had zero energy to do so due to fibromyalgia and POTS and everything else that I have going on. Chronic fatigue, there's a lot. When I sit up, I feel lightheaded and dizzy and my vision is spotty and I feel disoriented and confused because there's not enough blood flowing to my brain, which makes me unable to articulate myself very clearly, which makes filming videos a little bit difficult. So it's like sometimes I will try to record, I'll be sitting up trying to record a video and I can't do it because I get confused and flustered and frustrated, or there's so much brain fog and I don't even remember what it was that I was trying to say. And then it's like, wow, guess I can't do this anymore. Hey, I'm laying down right now and I'm talking to you guys and filming, and guess what? It's working out just fine because I'm laying down. Ideally, do I want to be laying down while I'm filming a video? No, because who does that? That's kind of weird, but does it matter? No. Be weird, be different, it's fine, nobody cares. I actually saw one of my favorite YouTubers. I just discovered her kind of recently, like a few months ago, maybe 6 months ago. She filmed a video of her laying down and recording, and that actually like motivated me and made me realize like it really doesn't matter, because she was laying down and talking in the video, and did it take away from the quality of what she had to say? No. Not at all. And it was actually really motivating and inspiring because she also has been diagnosed with chronic illness and also has POTS syndrome. And I'm like, whoa, hey girlie, I relate to you, what the heck? And it was motivating and I was like, whoa, wait, you're living your life? Oh my gosh, does that mean I can live my life? Yeah, it does. And it's kind of crazy how other people can be permission slips. So, I don't know, hopefully maybe I can be a permission slip for somebody else. Yeah. Today, I've had the realization, not just today, I mean, there's been many days of reflection and pondering and reflection. I already said that, but there's been a lot of reflection. But today specifically, it's like I came to the conclusion of there's no reason to let your illnesses limit you. Every single day that I've been having a flare up, it's like I'm waiting until I get better. I'm waiting to start feeling better. The thing with chronic illness though, this is like a terrible thing to say and I don't want to say it, but like you might never feel better, or like to the extent of better that you hope to feel, to the extent of better that you once felt. Or maybe you might feel that way because, so for the last like 9 months, I've been flaring like crazy. it's been scary. My vision has been blacking out. I reach pre-syncope where I almost faint, but I don't faint. Instead, my vision is black, but at the same time, I'm aware of my surroundings, so I'm not completely blacked out, but it's really disoriented, and I'm so super dizzy and so super confused, and it's not fun at all. And like chronic fatigue, chronic pain all over my body. It's not fun. Anyway, it's been crazy, and it left me bedridden for like a month or 2 months. Yeah, I was like completely bedridden. Anyway, so the last like 9 months have just been like crazy flare-ups, not fun. But most recently, the most recent one, maybe 2 months, probably 2 months, my symptoms were going into remission because I've been working with my doctor and hardcore, like changing lifestyle habits, diet, slowly increasing my exercise, just doing all of the right things. And my symptoms were going into remission, and I was having a lot less symptoms, less flare-ups. They were still there, obviously, because I have these illnesses and like it is what it is, but they were going into remission, and that was so super cool, and I felt like I was getting my life back. Everything obviously took so much more effort than it once did, but I was putting in the effort, and it's like I was no longer giving up on myself, and it felt good to put in the effort and no longer give up on myself, to like I'm not giving up on myself. That's not an option. So yeah, my symptoms were going into remission, and I had a lot more hope. However, the past 2 weeks now, I've been flaring up like crazy, like the last 2 months just didn't even happen. Like, it's felt like I'm back at square one, because oh my gosh, the other day, like last week, I was in so much physical pain. I couldn't move. I literally couldn't move. I was in my bed and I couldn't move. I wanted to go downstairs to get ice for my body so badly to relieve the pain. Ideally, I wanted a heating pack. I don't have one of those. So I was like, okay, it's heat or ice. I have ice. Let's try that. I could not move to get the ice. I couldn't move. I couldn't even hold my phone up and scroll on my phone. My body was hurting so bad for it was like 3 days that I couldn't move. That sucked. Obviously, it was a few hours that I couldn't move, like, to be quite literal, if we're being literal, but it was like a few days that I was stuck in that flare, and that was not fun. Anyway, yes, so it's fibromyalgia related, POTS syndrome related. Yeah, that's been flaring up too. I've been super dizzy and disoriented and brain fog and vision blacking out and heart rate going up and woohoo! Anyway, for the past 8 or 9 months, I've basically just been waiting until my symptoms go away, waiting until I feel better before I start living my life, because I don't want to take action on my dreams and goals and ambitions and take drastic action, do these big things, make these big life changes, and then bam, I have a health flare up and I can't move, I can't get out of bed, I'm bedridden, I can't do anything. So then all the changes that I'm making were for nothing. All progress lost, boo. Okay, right, so that's where I've been at in my head. It's all or nothing thinking, basically. It's wait until you get better and then you can live your life. But okay, and so then my symptoms were going into remission, and I was like, yay, woohoo, I can almost start living my life, woohoo. But here we are again, flaring like crazy. Today is not a bad day. Today has actually been a pretty good day. Granted, I'm filming this in my bed, but that's okay. I'm able to articulate my thoughts clearly, and that's really cool. No, today's been a pretty good day, and I'm really grateful about that. like I said, every day is different when you have chronic illness. You kind of don't know what to expect. Anyway, that wasn't my point. My point is that since I've been flaring the past 2 weeks and it's felt like I'm back at square one, it's making me realize the original thought that I had of wait until I get better, then I can start living my life. That is completely flawed thinking. And like, I knew that that was flawed thinking, but yeah, when you have chronic illness, you might not like feel better. And I don't want to say that because I don't want to accept that. I refuse to accept that as my reality, but it doesn't make sense to wait until I feel better to start taking action. So even if it means I'm filming videos from my bed, yeah, that's like awkward. And like, no, I don't want to film videos from my bed. But like, if I freaking get dizzy and lightheaded and my vision is blacking out when I sit up because there's lack of blood going to my brain due to POTS, and then I feel disoriented and confused and can't get all my words together, and therefore I can't film while I'm sitting up, obviously that's not an option then, right? So I'm just gonna make the most with what I've got, do what I can with what I have available to me. So if that means that I'm going to film laying in my bed, so be it. When I was saying with chronic illness, you may have to accept that you may never get better, I don't mean it in like completely black and white, all or nothing thinking in that kind of a way. You may feel better on some days, but not every day. And that's okay. And your baseline might change. You may not ever feel the same baseline of better that you once felt, but also you literally might. And like, I have hope that I will, but like, I'm not gonna wait until that happens to start living my life again. So I guess I'm just going to have to adapt and make the most with what I've got. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. For the past like 9 months, I guess I've kind of been mourning my old life. I don't know. I've had these chronic illnesses pretty much my whole life. I've been struggling with these symptoms my whole life. But I got sick with COVID in like December, January, and oh my goodness, all of my symptoms have been flaring like crazy since then. Like, I've had all of these symptoms my whole life and they come and go in flares, but usually the flares don't last this long. Specifically with the POTS syndrome stuff, the fibromyalgia flares I've been used to, but the POTS stuff, I've had those symptoms throughout my life, but not to this extent. It's been wild. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't know. I'm just learning to adapt, I guess. Yeah, I painted today, and that was really cool. Yeah, I've started painting again. I love painting so much, and I used to paint very frequently. However, I have fibromyalgia, and I've had this like all of my life, but that basically means chronic fatigue and chronic pain. There's more symptoms that come, but that's a short summary of what fibromyalgia is. But when I say chronic, I mean chronic. It's not like my back hurts. Oh, I've dealt with back pain, you're fine. No, chronic pain means like debilitating pain. Like, sometimes you can't move, you can't function, you can't think about anything else because it's so intense. Same with the fatigue, it's like debilitating. Anyway, I really like painting, and I've liked painting my whole life. But then I stopped painting as frequently because it hurts my body so much to paint. And obviously I don't like to be in pain. So it's like somehow I was viewing it as like a self-love thing to avoid being in pain. So I just like wasn't painting as frequently because like, bro, it hurts my body. It hurts my body. It's not fun. But then I just wasn't creating. And I love creating. I love making art. And I don't know, it's like I had the realization today. I've been painting more frequently the last few months, surprisingly. Doesn't seem like I would be, but I have been. And today, I just kind of had the realization that the pain is worth it in this regard when it comes to painting. Like, yeah, I know it's going to put my body in pain, but I love creating. I love creating so much. So even if it puts my body into pain, that's okay. That's okay. I'm not going to let my illness limit me like that, because no. I don't know, because like there are so many famous artists who also had chronic illness or disability. Like, I think it was Frida Kahlo, or I might be wrong, maybe it was somebody else, but from what I remember, I think it was Frida Kahlo, and she like wasn't able to leave her bed, and she was just painting in her bed, and she's literally a famous artist and created beautiful work. She didn't let any of her conditions limit her. And that is inspiring to me. And yeah, so anyway, I'm realizing I can just live my life. I just realized I didn't turn this light on. I don't know if that makes it better or worse, the lighting, but anyway, okay, that's like really bright. I might turn it off. I think I'm out of things to say. That's funny and ironic that I turned on the light for the end of the video. All right, bye guys. Yeah, so that's where I've been at. That's what's been going on. I've been struggling with chronic illness for like the last 9 months, and it's been quite debilitating and frustrating, and yeah, it's been frustrating, but I'm coming to the realization that I can just adapt. I don't need to let it prevent me from doing the things that I love to do. I love filming YouTube videos. I love talking to you guys. I don't know. I love this community that I have on YouTube, and I love sharing with you guys, and I just love it so much. Yeah. So anyway, hey guys. I feel a little awkward to be like, hey guys, I'm back. But like, hey guys, I'm back. Yeah. Anyway, that's a little life update. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. And I will see you next time. Bye.